Did you know that 1 in 3 women will be diagnosed with cancer during their lives? And literally 50% of men will be also? Yes, this is a worldwide epidemic. In fact, by 2024, there will be 19 million cancer survivors in the United States alone. And I am enormously grateful to share that last week I found out that I am one of them. The test results are in, and I am all clear by the grace of God. The last 365 days have been a tornado inside of a hurricane. On October 9th, 2019, I got diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma, grade 3, of my left breast and had the surprising yet very important realization that I was not, in fact, indestructible. I have to back this up a little bit. It really begins before October 2019, of course, because nobody's cancer journey begins the day that they are diagnosed. For me, I've always been a person who refused to accept someone else's limits as my reality. I was always the one who championed and overcame difficult things all my life, whether it be losing my brother, who was only 25, shot and killed in front of my mom, whether it be my best friend killing herself when I was 29, whether it be so many other things before November of 2017. When my wonderful husband and the love of my life, Ayaz, was diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, November 2017, I began our 3-year battle at this point to overcome the word incurable. The first thing that goes wrong when someone says a disease is incurable is that we all stop looking for a cure. We are simply expected to accept that fate. Ayaz and I decided that was not okay with us and with our family. My husband is one of 30,000 people in the United States alone navigating ALS today as we speak. 30,000. Why are we accepting an illness as incurable in 2020? Your body is a magical thing. It is literally designed in the roadmap of our DNA to heal itself. So, disease is an anomaly. It is an external villain seeking to interrupt this natural function, which is to heal. So, why can't we find the cure for ALS or Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's, or cancer? The truth is, we can, and in time, we will. I have worked with world leaders on ALS and other neurological illnesses, and believe me, we are going to move from incurable to inevitable. A cure is inevitable. We should see all diseases through that lens, that a cure is within our grasp, and that all of health is within our arm's reach. If we keep moving and reaching for it, nothing, absolutely nothing, should be seen as incurable. Nothing. But along that journey, to be a champion for Ayaz, for my children, for the 30,000 people dealing with ALS, I did what millions of caregivers do. I did not prioritize my own health journey. My daughter Zoe said in her TEDx talk that true courage is not denying the cards you have been dealt. It is knowing that you can still win a game, even with a bad hand. And when the odds are not in our favor, you still keep moving, knowing there are champions all around you. Obviously, my personal journey took a very unexpected turn with my cancer diagnosis, and I was forced to put my personal health back onto my plan and to-do list every single day. And let's be honest, I was in a unique position with a lifetime of health education and intuition to recognize that something was going wrong in my own body and to take action quickly. Here's the message in that. If you have an intuition that you are not okay, despite anyone's opinion or even a second or third opinion, even though those words might be music to our ears, I beg you to continue to dig deep and get a third opinion and listen to your intuition. Your body knows when something isn't okay. And mine, it was screaming at me. It was telling me loud and clear that 2 years up until that point of little to no sleep, an enormous amount of stress, fighting for my husband's life, searching for treatments all over the world, solving this puzzle for not just our family, but tens of thousands of families, little to no exercise, eating on the run, managing my medical practice and Ayaz's 9 dental practices, being a nurturing, loving mom to my kids who were devastated, and almost losing the man I love with all my heart several times. Well, my cortisol level was off the charts, and my body was in toxic overload, and my emotional and mental health were completely unattended to. Don't get me wrong, I consider myself incredibly blessed and fortunate. Not everyone has decades of medical school and clinical practice behind them like I did, especially my experience in functional medicine. But of course, even all of that does not equal a get out of jail card because it did not do that for me. So I began a tough, long journey lasting over a year of treatment. I lost my beautiful hair. I lost my energy. I had to put my fight for Ayas and all of the neurological patients and families that I champion aside on some days when I simply could not function, which really broke my heart. But if we are to care for others, we must care for ourselves. That will allow us to care for others. And then, after the traditional treatments ended, the waiting game began. But I didn't sit still. I kept doing my health regimen. I strongly believe in an integrative approach to cancer, taking the best of what traditional and conventional medicine has to offer and combining it with the crucial principles of functional medicine. Why not give our bodies the best chance at healing with no regrets and full commitment? Yes, surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation were parts of my treatment protocol, but so was a lot of nutritional supplements, IV nutritional therapy, meditation, an anti cancer eating program, yoga, detoxification, exercise, infrared sauna, acupuncture, massages, emotional and spiritual work, cognitive behavioral therapy, thyroid and adrenal balancing, and most importantly, rest and sleep. I had to go all in if I expected to come out on the other side even stronger for my family. More than any other time in our lives, they needed me and I needed them. And I stayed connected to all my champions. My children are unyieldingly breathtaking in their courage and their inspiration, lifting me up and supporting me each and every day. And so was Ayaz, putting all of his struggles besides himself and aside to be my strength and my support. They all called it like it was and like it is, and reminded me that I am not replaceable. My mother by my side constantly, both my sisters and brother holding my hand through the treatments, my father, all of them present, flying in for the surgery, taking turns to be there for each chemotherapy, my friends who never left my side, my team, my work family. I am so blessed to have champions everywhere. Ask yourself, who are those champions for you? I know you have them. Whatever you're facing, those champions are the deep roots to ground you when you're feeling overwhelmed, and the wings to lift you when you're crushed with worry or exhaustion. Last week, I had the wonderful grace of hearing the words cancer free. In fact, even more, because again, I have decades of medical training and I've supported hundreds of patients on their cancer journey. I knew what to ask. I was able to hear that I have no roving cancer cells. My circulating tumor cells and all my tumor markers looked great. Blessed am I. Zero. Zero is a magical word, but it is not the end of the journey. It is only the beginning. I am now one of the 19 million cancer survivors. Cancer came to teach me so many lessons, which I will be sharing in the upcoming weeks and months with all of you. This has now become another one of my missions along with ALS. What do we do to support the people so they stay healthy and maintain a body that does not host cancer again and again? How do we champion those people? I say it over and over. I was one of the lucky ones. Not only am I a medical doctor, but I'm a functional medicine expert. I knew the treatments, the protocols that would not only be inhospitable to my cancer, but that would strengthen my body and immune system even as I went through cancer and its treatments. Through treatments like IV vitamin C and glutathione and infrared sauna, CBD, hyperbaric, ozone, and so many health building modalities, I was actually able to survive and thrive and build the seeds for a good life, one that I know will go far past diagnosis and treatment, God willing. My wish for you is that you find your champions. And if you are on a tough journey with your health, I hope that you will count me and my team among them. No matter what your struggle is, if facing a tough diagnosis or in treatment, or if you're post cancer treatment, or navigating other chronic illnesses, fatigue, autoimmunity, anxiety, depression, whatever your story is, my life's work and mission as a medical doctor has been to create a world class treatment approach that is focused on the whole person. I am here to be able to teach you from my own lessons, from my own pain and suffering, because I feel that we all owe that to each other. We all owe it to each other to be authentic and real and honest. You are not a set of symptoms or a diagnosis. My Get Well with Dr. Shel podcast and my online Detox and Immunity Challenge, among many other programs, look at everything possible and are created to help you chart a course towards youth, vitality, health, beauty, and most importantly, a long life with those that you love. Let us be one of your champions. I am here to support you and walk the journey with you. I will share everything I can with an open heart. So here's to your best life for the rest of your life. Thank you.